Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Red Dead Redemption 2 video. My name is SaintsFan, and today I want to show you guys how you can get into Mexico. This is going to be a little glitch video. Now, I will let you guys know this is going to contain a pretty major spoiler. Not directly, just sort of indirectly. So if you have not completed the main story, then, or at least up until Chapter 6, like after Chapter 6, you're good. But if you haven't completed Chapter 6 yet, you may not want to watch this. And another reason is because in order to actually do this glitch, you do need to have the epilogue unlocked. You need to be playing in the epilogue. So, spoiler warning over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, if you're here and you complain about a spoiler, not my problem. So, what we're going to do, because this takes place in New Austin, we're going to go all the way down to basically the far left side of the map. This is near the Sea of Coronado. And if we take a look at the map, you can see there's actually this little indentation on the other side of the sea that's still in the game's boundaries. And that's where we're going to go. So we're going to go to the shore. We're going to obviously go through the river. Now, make sure your horse doesn't end up kicking you off because Jono can't swim in this game, so you will die instantly. Make sure your horse does have enough stamina and get across. Hopefully everything's good. Now you're going to go through this little ravine, and at the very end, that's where this glitch sort of takes place. This is sort of the invisible barrier. This is going to be the most difficult part of this entire thing. You're going to need to jump your horse, like spam A and X at the same time, in this little gap, like at the end of this ravine. And you'll see my guy sort of glitching out here. It does take some time if you don't get lucky. Your guy keeps slipping down. The horse keeps slipping down. Sometimes the horse kicked me off. But eventually, hopefully, you get to the top of this thing, and that's when you're going to want to get off your horse. Or maybe your horse kicks you off and you happen to get on the top. You have to get up on that top. And from here, this is where you're going to run into that invisible wall. But it's all right, because keep doing that. Keep running, not on your horse at this point. Keep running, keep spamming A, keep hitting the X button to jump until your guy falls down, and you'll see him sort of slide through the invisible wall. And that's basically it. That's like the entirety of the glitch. It's relatively easy or simple. It just takes some luck and some getting used to. It took me maybe like 5 minutes to get it to work. One thing that I did note was when my horse doing this glitch, trying to get up on the little ridge, when my horse didn't have stamina, it seemed like it wouldn't really work. So you may have to feed your horse or, give it a little shot to give it full stamina so it can jump and sprint. Now, once you get into Mexico, I do want to let you guys know about two things, because these things happen to me, and trust me, you do not want to have to go through what I did. There are two ways that you can die in Mexico, and I, unfortunately, did both ways. So I have to redo the glitch and go exploring. Maybe I'll do that in a live stream or something. But in order to explore Mexico, you have to be very, very careful. The first thing you may think, okay, to get to the other side of the river, I'll just cross the river. Don't do that. You're going to die basically the second you get in, even if you're on your horse. And actually, pause real quick. Before I talk more about death in Mexico, you probably are going to want to spawn in yourself a horse. You're probably going to need to use cheat codes to spawn a horse. Otherwise, you're going to be running for 6 hours, maybe more. Like, it's a huge place down here. So definitely spawn in a horse. Maybe even give yourself infinite stamina if you can do that glitch or that cheat code. But going back to death, don't go in the river, because when you die, you don't spawn in Mexico. No. You spawn all the way in New Austin, and you got to redo the whole glitch again, which obviously is going to take some time, and it's just not fun. So don't go in the river. The way you actually have to explore Mexico is you have to follow the river down. Eventually, you're going to come to a point where there's this little lake, and you can just simply go around it. But that leads me to my second point, because I did that after dying in the river. And I was like, okay, we're going to go around the river, and then we're going to go explore Mexico. You know what happened? I freaking fell off a cliff, because I guess horses don't consider these things cliffs in Mexico. So they don't really auto stop like they do in the normal map. So of course, my horse flung me off the freaking cliff and I died. I don't have gameplay of that, but it happened. So that's why you're not going to see the rest of Mexico. But those are the two unfortunate things that happened to me. So make sure you are careful. Don't go sprinting, especially when you are on a cliffy area or in a cliffy area. And then don't go into the river. You can go into that lake I mentioned. I think you can actually maybe fish in it. I've seen some fishing bubbles in it, but just be careful. Now, the two things, really the only two things that are in Mexico, and you can go ahead and find them, you know, if you do this glitch, is El Presidio, the fort, and then I think there's like the indentation into the rock face for the train. Both of them are, you know, nothing crazy. I don't have gameplay, like I said, because I did die, and it took me forever to get back in, so I don't have gameplay for those, unfortunately, but if you do go search for them, you can find them. The fort is kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of low resolution. It's not like obviously super high quality because it's not a place they expected, but it is interesting how they do have the fort there. It's like, why would they put that there if they never expected people to get here? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, that's it with the video. Just want to show you guys how you can get into Mexico and go exploring. Now, the only unfortunate part is if you do use cheats, which you probably will, you're going to want to make sure you have a prior save to that, because that will make it so where you can't get or unlock achievements. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like. If you did enjoy, subscribe. For more awesome RDR2 content, hit that bell button so you get a notification when I do upload my next one. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.